Hey everyone, it's Crash Diz again. Just wanting to talk a little bit about defensive teams. Um, Throughout this video, I'm going to go over some different characters that I have and then why they are good defensive characters, and then some of the other options that I have available, and then I'll explain why I've chosen the team that I have. And these are things that will relate to your rosters as well. When you're looking at your heroes, you want to try to piece together a good defensive team that not only has heroes that are defensively inclined, some of them may be offensively inclined, but the team has to work well together. They have to complement each other. So, getting into this, one of the first things I'm looking at is my tank. Sometimes a tank isn't decided based on just its attributes. For my situation, what I was looking at was the composition of my team, how they all work together. You see, I also have Sartana here, Horghall. They're both kind of neutral, balanced heroes, whereas Isarnia is an offensive hero. Low health, lower defense, higher attack. Bold Tusk, high defense, but he's a 4-star, doesn't have the health that a 5-star does. Still a very effective defensive hero. So, looking at my team, this is what I built quite some time ago, trying to get their specials to coordinate with each other. At one point in time, I had Horghall as tank. Justice has definitely proven a much better tank in that position. Now, Isarnia, the reason I chose her, I have Kirill. We'll pull him up, and you can see, he's got the defensive rating. He doesn't have the health, but, once he's fully maxed out, he's a viable option to bring in. Isarnia is more of an offensive hero. She's kind of squishy. We'll get into the reason why we're choosing Isarnia a little later on. But you definitely want to look at the different options you have available. See which ones are your best defensive heroes, which ones have the higher shield ratings, which ones have the higher HP ratings. Look at their effects. Healers are naturally defensive in most cases. You do have some like Sabina and Melindor that are offensively inclined. They're great for war attack teams. May not be the best option for your defense teams. If you have a Regard, obviously a better option. Here in a little bit we'll talk about Kashrek. But when I'm looking at my team, I have Sartana here. I also have Kunshin. And if you look at Kunshin's stats, his defensive rating is approaching that of what Sartana has. His health is approaching. He also breaks shields. He has Element Link. There's a lot of good things going on with Kunshin. He's a purifier. He resists status effects. So, let's say, for instance, that I did go full on defensive with this team. Put Kiro up there, put Kunshin up there. The problem we start running into here is our ability to kill the attacker. Because a great defensive team, if they're stacked with healers, they're stacked with defense, eventually time's going to run out on them, right? But the thing is, they still have to be able to get their specials up and heal. You need to kill the other team too. You can't just build a defensive team with just defense like Kashrek. I say he's a 5-star hiding in a 4-star body. High defense, high health whenever he's maxed out. He's a healer. He gives protection from fire. There's a lot of good things about Kashrek. And in the middle tiers, he's really effective as a defensive tank because he's hard to kill before he heals himself. The problem, like I said, is with any team setup, I have a lot of options here, and as your rosters are building up, you're going to have options too. You need to look and see how your heroes will complement each other. In my situation, you know, Bold Tusk, I'll tell you what, I love Bold Tusk. Great for the attack boost, good defensive rating, good health, very awesome defensive hero. I've got a couple 5-star reds that we'll go ahead and pull up here. Aslar, Zenkitha, both of those are in their final ascension phases. They're not fully maxed yet. Neither of them are really good options defensively. Gormak is a defensively inclined hero, but nowhere near usable for me right now at the current level of at his current level. So Bold Tusk is definitely my choice there. The problem with running Bold Tusk with Kyril is the overwrite factor, and by not using Isarnia, I lose the shield breaking. The way I tied this all together, the reason I'm not using Kunshin and I'm using Sartana is because I need Isarnia. I need Sartana to kill the enemy. I've got Justice, who hits the enemy. I've got Horghal, hits the enemy. The way this team is set up, computer fires left or right, Bold Tusk heals. So if there's a counterattack, I have a better chance of surviving. He also boosts attack. Isarnia breaks shields. Justice blinds, Horghal takes down their attack, which is the same as a shield booster for me, in my way of looking at it. And then Sartana goes in using the attack boost with the drop shields, and she kills the enemy. I hope this helps you set your teams up better, gives you a different way of looking at things. If you want, like, subscribe. Thank you for watching.